Children, welcome to the school museum. Today we'll speak about cosmonauts. Pay your attention to this exposition, please. So, Yuri, you can come closer. Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin. He was born on the 9th of March in 1934. He was a Russian Soviet pilot and cosmonaut. He was the first human to journey outer space. His spacecraft was called Vostok. His journey to the orbit of the Earth was on the 12th of April in 1961. Gagarin became an international celebrity. He took many medals. One of the most important medals is the Hero of the Soviet Union. Soon Gagarin became a training director in the School of Cosmonauts outside Moscow. But unfortunately, he crashed in his jet and his body wasn't found. So let's take your places. Yes, you can have a look and see the orbit of Earth. Yes, Yuri Gagarin and other cosmonauts. You can see Leonov and the first woman cosmonaut, Valentina Vladimirovna Tereshkova, yes, and many other cosmonauts. Okay, so now let's take your places. Sit down, please, and we will discuss this wonderful outer space world. Sit down, please. So, who was the first cosmonaut? Who was the first cosmonaut? Raise your hand if you know the answer. Vera.
Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin.
Yes, right here. Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin was the first cosmonaut. What was the name of his spacecraft? What was the name of his spacecraft? Arina?
Leonov.
What was the name of his spacecraft? Vika. Vostok. Okay, so the name of his spacecraft was Vostok. When did he journey outer space? When did he journey outer space? When? What date did he journey outer space? What date was his journey, was his flight to outer space? When? Dash.
12th
On the 12th
of April.
April. What year? Who remembers what year? Year. 19. Yes.
1961.
1961. Okay. So his journey, yes, to outer space was on the which date? On the 12th of April in 1961. Yes? Okay. What was his profession in the Center of Cosmonauts? What was his profession in the Center of Cosmonauts? Was he a teacher or a training director? Was he a teacher or a training director for cosmonauts? I mean,
Training director.
he was a training director for cosmonauts. Yes? Okay. What happened? What happened in the end of his life? What happened? How did he die? How did he die? How was he killed? Did he crash in the end of his life? Timothy, did he crash in the end of his life? Marian, yes, he did. Okay. Do you remember who was the first woman cosmonaut? Do you remember who was the first woman cosmonaut? Timothy.
Валентина Терешко.
Valentina Tereshkova, yes, was the first cosmonaut who journeyed, yes, to outer space. Okay, thank you. Now let's stand up and go to another exhibition of this museum. We will speak about, you can just stand up, yes, come closer here. So we will speak now about Petrov Nikolaevich, yes, Petrov Nikolai Grigorovich. So you can see a lot of pictures, yes, a lot of nice pictures. What can we see? Can we see any portraits? Can we see portraits? Portraits. Can you see portraits? Yes, we can see portraits. Frunze, yes. Can we see military people? Can we see military people?
Yes.
Yes, we can. Can you show me where? Military people. Where can you see military people? This one, yes. Where else? And these ones, military people, yes? Okay. Can you see still life? Still life? Still life?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Can you see still life? No, we can't see still life here. We can see military people, yes, portraits, a lot of military people. So, who was Petrov Nikolai Grigorovich? He was an artist. He was a famous artist, yes? He painted portraits of writers, still life, military people, yes? Landscapes and nature of Moscow and other countries. And he studied at House of Pioneers, and after that at university, at Textile University, okay? But after that, he joined as a volunteer to the army, yes, to the air troops. And he was injured very seriously. So he joined and he took part in the battle in Kursk, yes, but he was seriously injured. But we can see his pictures in Tretyakov Gallery and in the Russian Museum. So his pictures are very famous. And at our school, we have his pictures as well. They were given to our school. We can see that he was not only an artist, but he took part in wars, yes? So he knew wars, he knew military people in reality, not only in pictures, okay? So, okay, I ask you to take your places, maybe just sit like that, face to me, person. So, what was Petrov's profession? What was Petrov's profession? Timothy. In English, we speak only English here. Пожалуйста.
Artist.
He was an artist, yes, he was an artist. What can we see in his pictures? What can we see in his pictures? Alina.
Portrait.
We can see portraits. What else? What else? We can see portraits. What else? Can we see military people? Can we see military people?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Can we see animals?
No.
No, we can't. Can we see still life? Can we see still life, Nastya? Can we see still life? No, we can't. Yes. Okay. Where did he study? Where did he study? What university did he study? Where did he study? Карин. House of Pioneers. Yes, he studied at the House of Pioneers. Which battle did he take part in? Which battle did he take part in? Battle. What was the name of the battle? Battle. Who remembers? In Kursk. Yes? His battle was in Kursk. What gallery has his pictures? What gallery has his pictures? Tretyakov Gallery, yes. What museum has his pictures? What museum has his pictures?
Russian Museum.
The Russian Museum. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you learned something new for yourselves, yes, and hope to see you soon. Okay, thank you.
First of all, I would like to tell you about Alexander Nevsky. He was born on the 13th of May in 1221 in Pereslavl-Zaleski. He was a Grand Prince of Kiev and a Grand Prince of Vladimir. He was the son of their Yaroslav Vsevolodovich and Rostislava Mstislavna. When he was 19 years old, he took part in the Neva battle in 1240. And he also took part in the battle on the ice. After his battle, Neva battle, he was called Nevsky. Do you understand me? And he died on the 14th of November in 1263. In 1942, Order of Alexander Nevsky was established. Okay, Alexander Vasilyevich Suvorov. He was born in Moscow in 1729 or 1730. He studied military history when he was a boy. He joined to the Russian army when he was only 17 years old. He was a Russian military leader and a national hero. He took part in 7 years war, War of Bar Confederation, First Russo-Turkish War, the Second Russo-Turkish War, Bar of Second Coalition. He had more than 60 battles. Suvorov was one of the greatest commanders in our history. And in Russia and Belarus, there are 8 schools which are called Suvorov Military School. Fyodor Fedorovich Ushakov. He was born on the 24th of February in 1745 in village in Yaroslavl. His father was a surgeon. On the 15th of February in 1761, he joined to the Russian Navy in St. Petersburg. He died on the 14th of October in 1817. In 1944, Order of Ushakov was established. Several warships, the Bell and the Baltic Naval Institute in Kaliningrad have his name. Georgy Konstantinovich Zhukov. He was the Marshal of the Soviet Union. He was born on the 1st of December in 1896 near Kaluga. His father was a farmer, and in 1915 he joined the Russian army. He had a lot of battles. He took part in the First World War, Russian Civil War, Soviet-Japanese War, and Great Patriotic War. And he also took part in Moscow Victory Parade in 1945. He awarded a Hero of the Soviet Union 4 times. He died on the 18th of June in 1974. In 1994, Order of Zhukov was established. Alexander Ivanovich Pakryshkin. Pakryshkin was born on the 6th of March in 1930 in Novosibirsk. His father was a factory worker, and after 7 years at school, he worked a constructor worker. When he joined to the Russian army and was sent to the aviation school, he was a marshal of the Soviet Air Force. He was a hero of Soviet Union 3 times. He took part in the Great Patriotic War. He had 650 combat missions. He shot down 59 enemy aircrafts. Yakov Nikolaevich Fedorenko. He was born on the 10th of October in 1896. He was a marshal of the Soviet armed troops. He was a great military leader. Since 1905, he worked as a mine worker and a sailor. And in May in 1915, he joined to the Russian fleet, and he took part in the First World War, Russian Civil War, and the Great Patriotic War. From 1942 until his death, he was commander of the all mechanized forces of Red Army. He died on the 26th of March in 1947. Streets in 3 cities are called by his name, and our school and Institute of Armored Equipment also are called by his name. I have a few questions for you. Who was a marshal of the Soviet Air Force? Who was the marshal of the Soviet Air Force? Alexander Pakryshkin. That's right. The second question. Who did take part in the Neva battle?
Alexander Nevsky.
Nevsky, that's right. Very good. Whose name is called our school? Whose name is called our school?
Федоренко.
Yeah.
Я.Н.Федоренко.
That's right. And now take your pencils, please, and do the matching. You have portraits and the names. Let's do the matching. Very good. Thank you.